Hi guys, I'm finally back. I haven't posted on this channel since 2024 and it's 2025 June, and the last time I posted was no, July. The last time I posted was 2024 June. I miss having my old YouTube channel, not this one, cuz my old one had just hit 100 subscribers. I don't know how much I have now. But anyways, I like to switch up sometimes, and I felt like being more religious and closer to my religion. So I'm going to start doing this thing where I'm going to start reading a random page of the Bible. I'm going to be writing the psalm and everything down below. I'm going, so if you want to do this with me because you can't find your Bible, all you need is like, those type of sticky notes that are like this, but not these, because this I could find it last time. But like, wait, let me see if I could find them. So guys, it looks like I really cannot find it. I don't know how, but like they're those small ones. You stick them on so you show the page. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut these up and use them. Now today I cannot find my school Bible because my mom prepares everything for school very early. She prepared them before I even finished exams, and she put them with my school stuff, which I don't know where they are. I got the children's Bible in color. Now this is actually vintage. It's from the 70s, I think. Yeah, because it used to be my dad's, passed down. Okay, so let me get a highlighter or a marker and a pen. Now I'm gonna say this again. You need your Bible, or else if you can't find it, listen to me and write it down. I got a little notebook so I can write the things that are really close to my heart and that I think will push me more forward, more motivated. And I got these sticky notes instead of those that I just told you about. Now I'm just going to open a random page, which is page 111. Okay guys, so now I just need to make a little bit of space because my vanity, because this is my vanity, is very messy. So yeah, I should have prepared before, but now what I really want to do is do this every day for a pattern. Okay, and I hope I can remind myself and I won't make God remind me, because he doesn't need to remind me. I'm a Christian and I was supposed to be doing this for years, but it's the first time, sadly. Okay, so I have my highlighter in my hand, and we're going to start reading off page 110 because this 111 only has one paragraph. Now, after I finish this series for a month, I will be doing it in Maltese for all those sorry, I'm mixing up my words, but I'm just so nervous. I never did this on a YouTube channel. I will be doing it in Maltese for all the Maltese people that follow my YouTube channel. I know I only have six subscribers, but what can I do? I don't know if it increased because I haven't opened YouTube in a while, but yeah. So in a month I will be doing the Maltese version. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Esoctus 8. Now let me check if this is the New Testament or Old Testament. Now this is the Old Testament, and it's about Egypt and the Pharaoh, I think. Now, the plague of the frogs, it isn't from the start because I already told you guys I'm going to start from a random page. Now, after I finish a whole month of doing this, Maltese. Then I found my normal formal Bible that is my age appropriate. No, this Bible just has more simpler words and it doesn't have the psalm numbers and stuff like that. I'm sorry, my light is so bad. It's just a cat that I press and it changes to rainbow. So, the plague of frogs. 7 days passed after the Lord had struck the waters. Then God said to Moses, "Go to Pharaoh and say to him, 'These are the words of the Lord. Let my people go, so that they may worship me. If you refuse to let them go, then I will send a plague of frogs over all your country. The river shall bring forth quantities of frogs, which shall come up into your house, and into your bedroom, and onto your bed, and into the houses of your servants, and upon your people, and into your ovens, and into your cooking bowls. And the frogs shall swarm over you and your people, and all over your servants." Now, I'm sorry, I have such poor reading, but I kind of struggle with reading because I mix up a lot. So I'm going to highlight that whole paragraph that I just wrote that God told Moses to say, and then I'm gonna write it in my notebook. Now I'm gonna write it in my notebook. This is the first time I'm ever gonna use this notebook. I got this for my birthday from my friend, and I never used it from 2024. Sorry if I repeated myself, but I don't press the button well, and when I saw that it wasn't recording, yeah, I said it again. I forgot to say this, but at the end of every month, I will. Well, this time it's not gonna be a complete month because it's only going to be 11 days because today's the 19th and I don't know how to keep track because I'm bad at math, but whatever. I will read all of the important points that I wrote in this notebook. Guys, sorry I'm about to have a really ugly, messy hairstyle, but it's just too hot. So I gotta pull up my hair with a clip. See how the light switches? Yeah, this is very hard to work with. Now this video will last about 15 minutes. I just want to remind you that Jesus is coming soon, so spread the gospel if you need to spread the gospel. This felt like writing a 50-word essay, which I did, but I copied it. This is how much it took. Okay, now. Next part is, "And God commanded Moses, saying, 'Tell Aaron to stretch out his hand with your rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause of the frogs to come upon the land of Egypt.' Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land. But the magicians did the same with their enchantments, and they brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses, and Aaron said, 'Pray to the Lord and ask him to take the frogs away from me and from my people, and I will let the people go in order that they make sacrifices to the Lord.' Moses said to Pharaoh, 'When shall I pray for you and for your servants and for your people to have the frogs destroyed among you and your houses, so that they may remain only in the river?' 'Tomorrow,' Pharaoh said. Then Moses said, "It shall be as you ask, so that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God. The frogs shall be taken from you and from your house, from your servants and from your people. They shall remain only in the river." Now, I just highlighted the last piece that I read, the first piece that I read after I wrote it in. Now, I'm not going to write these in because they're not that important to me. Waters of Egypt, I highlighted. Then, when shall I pray for you and for your servants and for your people to have frogs destroyed among you and your houses, so that they may remain only in the mirror? And tomorrow that the Pharaoh said. Now, last piece, and then we will continue tomorrow. Another page on another place. I know I said this would take 15 minutes, but it took less than expected. So if I have time, I will read the paragraph of page 111. So, Moses and Aaron left the Pharaoh. Moses and Aaron left the Pharaoh. No, I'm not gonna highlight this part probably, but you will hear the highlighter when I start highlighting. Moses and Aaron left the Pharaoh, and Moses prayed to the Lord about the frogs which he had brought down upon the Pharaoh. The Lord did according to the prayer of Moses. The frogs died out of the houses and of the villages and out of the fields, and they were gathered up in heaps, and the whole land smelled of them. Now, since I have the time, I will read the last paragraph. So I'm going to change the settings of my camera. More like my phone, but whatever. Okay, so I know I sound like, but I'm just so tired. I don't know why. All that I did today is just bed rot, eat, and watch movies with my dad. So, I have 2 minutes left of this video, or else I can upload it. So, the plague of the lice. Highlighted. But when Pharaoh saw that they were gone, he hardened his heart and would not listen to Moses and Aaron. I highlighted that. Just as the Lord had said, so God said to Moses. I highlighted that whole part. And I'm going to highlight this. Tell Aaron to stretch out his hand with his rod and strike the dust of the land, so that all may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. I stopped highlighting. Moses did so. Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and struck the dust of the earth, and it became lice on the men and on the beasts throughout all Egypt. The magicians tried to do but same with their enchantments, but they could not. Bye! Sorry I stopped very because my dad was coming and I don't want him to show on camera. So yeah, bye guys, see y'all tomorrow. I hope you guys remember the parts I highlighted and the ones I wrote. Now you guys can slow this video down and write down the parts that you want. Just remember, it's the Children's Bible in color, page 110 and 111. Bye guys.